We're back with another Swarm Disaster video. I haven't done anything with Kafka in a while, so I thought this would be a good opportunity. And with all the Annihilating blessings, pretty much, as well as a splash of propagation, there's just so much going on screen. Like, look at all those numbers. This is the first time my computer's actually lagging because there's just so much to process, and I don't know, I can't keep up with it at all, but it's just so satisfying seeing everything on screen all at once. But yeah, if you do have a Kafka, this is definitely, like, it's mandatory. You have to give this a shot. It's way too fun. And the best part about it is you don't need to run a secondary dot dealer. You can just use Kafka solo, and your path resonance applies all these dots anyway, so you just need Kafka to detonate them. Now, I want your help with something. I have no idea if spores are considered dots or not. If they are, it's probably a little busted that Kafka can detonate them, but at the same time, I don't think it matters because you detonate them with other attacks anyway. I think basic attacks. I didn't really test this out much because I just see lots of numbers on screen and it just looks cool. I haven't really done much research yet into how all these blessings work. But yeah, all I know is pick propagation, pick nihility, and you win. But I'll tell you something. Once you progress through the Path Strider quests, like leveling up your paths, Simulated Universe, Swarm Disaster, even the highest difficulty becomes so much easier. Like, enemies do less damage to you because you have more resistance to damage. You also have more defense, more HP, and you do a lot more damage too because you get more attack, you get more HP. So overall, I think just in the beginning of the game, it was really hard because we were trying to progress through it. But afterwards, hang on, I'm just going to let you watch this. 5 enemy targets on screen, Kafka ult. Like, I think you can see the visible lag there. So many numbers on screen, but it's so satisfying. But yeah, I found that when you do unlock the entire tree, which I'm almost at now, you can tank Swarm Disaster 5 without any defensive utility. Now, if you've already built your characters with defense and more HP, which I've done for these runs, then it is a bit easier to do that, but you probably still want to take 1 or 2 defensive utility, but you just don't need to take like 6 or 7 anymore. Oh my goodness, look at that lag. You can see that one for sure. Just a quick reminder that if you're enjoying these videos, to leave a like and subscribe. We're still only at around 11%, so I'd appreciate it a lot. Man, every time Kafka attacks, it feels like there's so much impact. Like, the sound of her sword, the sound of her gun, everything just feels that was so much damage. And of course, I do have Auspicious Star, which is the blessing that gives any character 100% energy once it's enhanced, all of their energy back, which is probably the most busted blessing in the game, I think, because, I mean, 100% energy is just, you get your ult back right away. And that's pretty much it. This was one of the least painful runs for sure. We'll take a look at Kafka's build, as well as the blessings and curios. But yeah, she's on a dot build. I didn't put her on crit, though I probably could have. Anyway, I think this is probably one of the last conventional runs I'll do for Swarm Disaster. I'm cooking up some really wacky combos like March 7th with Elation. I'm sure people have done it already, but I want to see if it's possible to solo with her because she does a follow-up attack every time an ally of yours with a shield is attacked. And with E4, she's able to get 3 follow-up attacks out. So I think that could be really interesting. The Elation buffs are really busted, so if she can at least survive, then even if the fight takes forever, she should be able to do it. So March with Elation is definitely one that I want to try. And then there's also Japard with Preservation. And Preservation, some of the blessings let you deal back the damage that enemies do to you when you're shielded. So that should be really interesting. I wonder if he can solo as well. I'm sure he can solo with pretty much every character in the game. I've already seen some wacky solos, and it just seems really fun. So many different opportunities, so many things that you wouldn't normally expect when you're playing Memory of Chaos. And I say this and I'll say it again. This is the best game mode they've ever released. You can do whatever you want. So go out there, enjoy it, and I will see you next time.